Good morning and welcome to my micro flower garden, flower farm. So the dahlias have been trimmed, at least the ones in this bed, and hopefully they won't fill up with water, but I haven't had any problems yet. So once these things dry up, I'll just break them off. And what are these? Larkspur, they're just coming up from last season, so they can stay. And this is just a handful of snapdragons here. And over here, that's about all that came up in the packet. I think you get about 50 seeds and half of them came up. And what's this? Can't remember. Gone blank. Tomatoes, friends. You'll know what it is. There you go. You see the leaves. I'll probably remember once I go inside. And I think I managed to get about 10 straw flowers out of a packet. So that's all that went into the ground. Marigolds, that's what they're called. They've self-seeded, so I'm just leaving them in there. I might transfer some to the veggie garden out the back. And there's some more dahlias. I cleaned them up, all but one, because it still had a couple of flowers on it. And what I've got in here, you can't see now, are the... Okay, I've just stood here for 5 minutes with the camera off, trying to remember the name of these. You can just see the sticks from last year. And they are ranunculus. I couldn't remember the name. And they go throughout this entire bed. So, I don't know, in about 8 weeks, hopefully, I'll have some flowers in amongst the dahlias that have gone to sleep for the season. Oh, there's that blue bit again. It's my cover of the camera, my phone cover. Anyway, you wouldn't know it was my video if that blue stripe wasn't there. So I transferred some seedlings and they're looking a bit sad, but they are actually perking up a bit. So these are dill and I've put in quite a bit. So anyway, hopefully they'll decide to live and I have some dill. And there's a couple of cabbages there. I've never grown cabbages and I probably got them too close. So anyway, we shall see. There's a bit of celery, survived. My peas have come up. There's a few peas there. I think these are kohlrabis. Capsicums are rubbish because I put them in too late. But anyway, I'll leave them there because they look nice. More peas. And don't ask me what they are. I planted quite a few things. They could be, I really don't know. Anyway, I planted half a dozen various flowers. There's some more. I think this is Queen Anne's lace. Not too sure what those ones over there are, but I think they've become quite tall, so I've put them up on that side. Potato bed. There's a few potatoes popping up, but because we're heading into winter, they won't do much. So anyway, next season I'll put some new ones in. Well, the roses on my arch have actually grown quite a bit. I had my beans on here, and I've got 2 more roses on this side. You can see the last of the beans up there. I couldn't reach them, so they'll just drop down eventually. And my little penstemon patch is still going. I lost a few, but it's giving me a few more flowers, so they can stay. And then I got this, no idea what they're called, strawberry something. They're a pretty flower, and I'm trying to dry a few of them. So we'll see. I tried to get the purple ones, but they're always sold out, so I ended up with the red. These are the last of the straw flowers, and they could stay in this bag because if you put them into a garden bed, they're going to drive you balmy. Anyway, I finally think I've gotten rid of them. So there's a few straw flowers and there's some sort of, I think, chrysanthemum daisy type thing, and I'll probably pull those out and pot them up and put them in the freebie box out the front. Well, my status is still going. I'll have to pick these later and put them inside to dry, or I might stick them in a vase somewhere and enjoy them and let them dry like that. And more flowers. Honestly can't remember the names of them. It could be baby's breath, because I know I planted baby's breath somewhere, the white one, and I've got a pink variety which I'm looking forward to getting into a tray and growing. And this area I'm going to put more statice. I've got some seedlings coming up, and my beetroots are doing very well. We've decided that we like beetroots, so there's some more beetroots. And this is that chrysanthemum daisy type flower that I just showed you that was in the grow bag, and those things they came up everywhere through here. They're still coming up, you can see. The baby ones there. There's the ones I pulled out. So if you put them in the garden, don't let them go to seed. Anyway, more flowers. Be a surprise to me when they actually do flower, because then I'll know what they are. And this blue line, which annoys my son terribly. He says, "Why don't you fix it?" There's my rose gardens. There's a couple. This one's really nice. And that one. The names are there. They're on tags, but I'm not going to go over and try to see what they are. And if I can find them, all along the front here, there's a few onions there. And all along here, my peony plants are in. And they're starting to come up. So I've got quite a few peonies along the front here, and we'll see how many of them actually come up. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. I won't drag out this video. I just wanted to make an update on my flower garden so that I've got a bit of a record. And I'll talk to you later. You have a lovely Sunday. Bye.